everyone. So you're in for a treat, and excuse my voice, I have like scratchiness going on with my throat. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, you're in for a treat because if you've been following me and seeing my whole little goal in New Year's setup, you know I've been talking about this online app I've been using. It's called Notion. I'm really obsessed with it. I actually created templates for people who purchased products during my Black Friday sale. I gave them a free masterclass and they had an opportunity to buy templates for this little app that I'm using. Thank you guys. Happy New Year to you. Hey. So I was gonna sit here and record a screen share video, kind of walking people who purchased my digital planner, walking them through how it works. And I was like, you know what? Y'all lucky, it's New Year's. I'm just gonna come on here and do the walkthrough through Instagram Live and then just save the video and give them that. So if you're here live, you get the benefit of checking it out and at least seeing what it looks like. So y'all ready? All right, let's get into it. Just so that everybody knows exactly what we're doing here, okay? All right, so hopefully you can see my screen. This is Notion. So once you sign up for Notion, it's an app that looks like this. I'm obsessed with it, and as I've mentioned several times, I am not sponsored by them. They are not paying me. They don't even know who I am or that I exist. I was actually watching a YouTube video where someone was showing their online business and how they were using Notion to manage their online business. And me being the app geek that I am, I was like, wait, what is that? And it was funny because the video wasn't even about Notion. It was about like something else. But I like literally paused the video and Googled and tried to figure out what the heck they were using. And then I discovered that it was Notion. And so I played with it for a few days and I ended up setting my whole life in here. So this is what I keep talking about. It's literally changed my life. And I felt like, you know, it'd be great to go over this because it's New Year's. And I know everybody is spending money on these fancy planners. And I've done it. I've spent $100 for one single planner that I had like custom ordered from Australia. And the thing is, with paper planners, I find is that they're not dynamic enough. And by that, I mean, you can't slice and dice the information and view it in different ways and really like turn it over and manipulate it the way that I need. And when I show you Notion, you'll kind of understand that. So anyway, as I said, this video is really for people who have purchased this. So yeah, those who took my masterclass had an opportunity to purchase these templates and this whole setup. And so we'll go through what it looks like. So when they purchase the templates, they're going to get access to this page, and also their sidebar will look like this. So we'll just go down here, and I'm calling this my more than one method because you guys know, I'm a business owner, I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I'm really all about having it all at the same time. I believe women shouldn't have to choose the goals that are important to them. I think you should be able to, manage your home life well and your family, your marriage, and still have a successful business and still be in shape and still, keep yourself up in your grooming. And I just found that it was very difficult to manage all of that because I was using different apps. Like I was using one app for my business and I was using another app for notes and I was using paper planners to keep track of my grooming routines, and it was just too much. And so Notion, I really love that I can do all of this in one place. So anyway, when you first sign up for the templates and you add it to your account, you will see just this. So I'm actually going to minimize all this other stuff because you won't see it. You'll only see, let's minimize all this. This is like my actual workspace and my actual Notion. Okay, so when you sign up for Notion and you add it to your account, you will see this. And these three, we'll call them notebooks or sections. And so the first one is the master to-do list. And I love this template that I've put together because what this is like your daily dashboard. So and again, you can do this on your computer, you can do this on your phone. This pulls up like at a glance your life, for the day. So in the master to-do list, there are 4 templates included in this to-do list. There's a habit tracker, weekly duties, general to-dos, and then a sample project board. And the sample project board is just one project board, but you can duplicate this for however many projects that you have. So for me in my personal and business life, like in my real life, I have several projects. I have my projects of getting my master's degree, decorating my house, starting a garden, so that's personal. In my business, I have a project of writing a book, putting together a course, working with a brand, launching an online store. So it doesn't just have to be one project. And for those who are just coming on, the app is called Notion. Okay, so this is like the main page, and then you navigate to your master to-do list. And then this is your dashboard. So this is customizable. First here we have your habit tracker template. So I really like this because you can just at a glance, again, pull this up on your computer, pull this up on your phone, and just track habits that you want to keep track of for the day. So maybe you want to get into the habit of checking your bank account daily. You can just mark off if you've done that. If you want to get in the habit of exercising 20 minutes a day, you can get in the habit of doing that. Again, this is a template that is available for those who have purchased it, but my actual habits, if we take a look, this is like my actual habit thing. So I have checking bank account, exercising for 20 minutes. I want to make sure I'm drinking at least 2 liters of water a day, which, I'm doing a good job though. Making sure I'm reading at least one book to my son, spending quality time with him, reciting alphabet sounds, practicing our numbers, colors. And so I really like this habit template because I can organize it by context. And so this is what I mean by slice and dice. Like on a paper planner, you just have your habits, but I can sort this and be like, I only want to see habits related to my business, or I only want to see personal habits, or I only want to see habits related to my family, or I only want to see habits related to my finances. So I love that you can like customize the views based on what you're really looking for. So anyway, these are my actual habits that each week, I check off. And so that template is modeled after my actual template. So going back to the template in question, so when you create a new habit, you just click new and you type whatever habit it is, eat a salad, right? You want to eat one salad a day or something. And then you select what life area it's related to. So you might say health and fitness. And you just go ahead and check off that. So that's the first part that's in the master to-do list. The second part that's in the master to-do list are weekly duties. And this was really important for me because I found that I was getting overwhelmed because there was a lot of things that aren't goals per se, but they're things that I need to do on a regular basis in order to make my goals happen. And if you haven't, go to, and this is kind of like off track, but let's see. If you haven't, go to CourtneySanders.com/2020 and watch this video I have where I share the difference between your goals, your projects, and your habits and your routines. That's really important because oftentimes when we set goals, we set too many goals. We end up with like 30 goals when really maybe we have 5 goals that we're trying to accomplish for the year, and we have maybe 10 habits that we're tracking, and then we have maybe 5 routines, that we're working on or whatever. So these two are kind of one and the same. This is more so like a daily habit, and this is like a weekly habit or just duties that I have to make sure I'm doing on a certain day, regardless of what my to-dos are for the day. So for instance, on Wednesday, I might have a doctor's appointment. I might have a coaching call. I might have any specific task, but I know when I look at this weekly duties that no matter what I got going on that day, on Wednesdays, I need to record a podcast, write my social media captions, and paint my nails. So again, this is what I'm talking about in terms of everything being in one place. I love that at a glance, I can see not only my business duties, but my personal duties, and it's all sorted based on like different areas of my life. And so this is a sample that again is based on my actual weekly duties, but just for fun, let's take a look at my real weekly duties. Where is that at? It's in the master's to-dos. Okay, because I just worked on this afternoon. All right, so Mondays, I schedule, I'm writing and scheduling email newsletters. I'm reconciling my spending. I'm washing towels. I'm washing my son's clothes. I'm putting away laundry. I'm loading different brand leads into this whole platform so that my VAs can research them. Tuesdays, I'm doing all this stuff. Wednesdays, Thursdays like my content creation / catch up day. And then Thursday is also kind of like my self-care day. I do this because, I want to look fly for the weekend. Before I used to do it like Saturday or Sunday, but I found that I was like looking busted until Saturday or Sunday. So I'm doing my manicure, I'm washing my hair and curling my hair, or washing my hair, curling it, doing my nails, all that stuff. And you'll notice I have all of this organized by section. And so, I got to tag both for myself, but also for my marriage because, my husband likes it when my hair is done and my nails are painted. Here, planning nutritious meals, that's relevant to the home management. It's relevant to motherhood because I'm trying to make sure my son is getting his nutrients so he can grow up strong. And it's also related to my marriage because meal planning is important for me to, care for my husband and make sure that he's got it all together. So so I really love this. And the cool thing about this template is not only can you see based on what day, and all of these are really customizable. Like you can drag and drop, or I can move this to, Tuesday or something like that. So this is what I'm saying. You can't really do this in a paper planner. But in addition to seeing it based on day, I can change the view and view it based on, by type, right? So I can see what are all my money management tasks? What are all my business tasks? What are all my motherhood tasks? What are all my marriage tasks? What are all my self-mastery and home management and MBA program tasks? So I just love this ability to sort. And also we talk about slice and dicing. Sometimes I just only want to consider my business tasks. I don't want to see grocery and because I'm just really focused on what I gotta get done in my business. But sometimes I'm like, I don't want to see business tasks. I just want to see my home management stuff because I'm really just focused on what I got to do in my personal life. So anyway, that's the weekly duties template. And so that's the second template that is inside this master to-do list. So we've gone over habit tracking. We've gone over our weekly duties. Now we get into our general to-dos. So, yes, how do you get multiple to-do lists on one page? This is why I love Notion. For those of you who've been following me for a while, I used to be a heavy Trello user. I literally pulled my whole team off of Trello and was like, yo, we are in Notion now. I only use Trello when collaborating with other people who use Trello. I don't even use Trello anymore. But this whole functionality, you can build, like these pages, it doesn't come like this. You have to build them. So I think Notion is pretty simple to use, but you do have to kind of know the functionality. I'm a geek. I get into stuff and I figure it out pretty quickly. So that's why I built these templates. So I already have people who are in my community and who purchased during Black Friday who bought these templates. So I'm kind of recording this video to explain how these templates work. But at the end of this video, I'll go over, if you're interested, how you can purchase these templates too, if you don't want to figure out how to set up everything on one page yourself. So anyway, so we got our habit tracking, our weekly to-dos, and now we have our general to-dos. So as we'll go over in a second, your projects create their own to-dos, but sometimes you have to-dos that aren't related to a project that you just want to have a view of. So that's what general to-dos are for. So again, these can be personal or business, and it's just random stuff that's not really associated with a project. Now, if you are a business owner like me and you have a team, you can assign things to people. So these are my VAs. I can assign this to someone. Also, I really like to set the hours that I estimate it's going to take. So calling the doctor, that's going to be 15 minutes or less. Updating the budget, that might take me a half hour. So that's what these are. And I like this because at a glance, I can see my general to-dos for the day. I got 3 items and it's going to take me about an hour to complete it because it's tallying up all the hours. And then we have our due date. And then we have which area and project it's related to. So again, and you'll see in a second how I can just get a view of, I only want to see my health and fitness task, or I only want to see my finance task. So below general to-dos, this is where all your projects come in. And again, you can have more than one project, as I do. And if you do, they would all, you make them all show up on this one page. And so I like this project setup because, You can see all the tasks associated with your project. And again, who's it's assigned to, how many hours, when is it due? Also the status, are we doing it? Is it not started? And then the category. So actually let's take a look at some of my like real life projects. So let's look at my business page and let's go to my main setup. Okay, so this is like my business page. So I got my business habits here, my business to-dos. You see all these projects, right? So I got a Credit Sesame campaign that I'm working on. Hopefully you guys joined my challenge that was sponsored by Credit Sesame. It was really cool. I'm working on getting corporate contracts. Let's see, my More Than One Club, I got stuff to do. So I can see at a glance all the tasks associated with all the projects in my business. At a glance, I can see who's it assigned to, how many hours is it going to take, and I can sort by the person, right? So what's due today just for me? Okay, just for me, I got 2 items and it's going to take me about an hour and a half to do that. But maybe I'm like, well, what's just due for Mary? And I want to see, okay, she doesn't have anything due today. What about Linielle? She's got 2 items. Oh no, where are her hours? Whoops, it's supposed to be over here. And we're just going to sum that up. Okay, and this is going to take her about 45 minutes to get all this done. So, it's just really good for like allocation and kind of seeing everything. But also the individual projects, I like it because you can get a project view like Trello. So actually, let me go to projects. Go to my active projects. Let's look at this Credit Sesame project. And so I can see a calendar view, like what's due from a calendar view. I can take a view based on the status. So these items haven't been started. These are up next. These items have been finished, and you just kind of like move things across the board as you're working on them. So this is what I mean in terms of like a paper planner. I love paper planners just as much as the next person. I'm a notebook junkie, but I feel like as modern women, as modern business owners and modern mothers and modern spouses, it's a paper planner ain't gonna cut it. I need a 30,000 view at all times. And then even that calendar view. So I see you guys are excited about the calendar view. I love it for my content calendar. So, I even have my podcast and stuff and Instagram posts. We work on all this here, and I can plan, okay, I put these down here based on, what was going on for the holidays. And then I can see these are the posts that I'm thinking about posting, that I'm planning to post on certain days, and I can tag it as an entrepreneurship post. And this helps me because, I don't want to be too heavy in one area. So if I'm like, I posted 3 entrepreneurship posts in a row, I can swap it out and say, okay, let's throw in a self-mastery and a personal finance post so that, it's well rounded out. So anyway, now I'm getting into my stuff and I'm supposed to be explaining the templates. So for the master to-do, that's the functionality. You get your habit tracker, you get your weekly to-dos, you get your general to-dos, and then you get any to-dos that are associated with any project. And if you have more than one project, you can have it where it all shows up here. And so that's your first one. So again, if we go to the start of the template, we just navigate it through our master to-dos. Now let's look at our notebook. So in addition to to-do management, you also need a place to store your thoughts, your ideas. For me, meal planning. I see a bunch of stuff on the internet that I like to save. So there are 4 templates. Really, there's more than 4, as you'll see when we get to the planner. But there are 4 main templates inside of the notebook template that handle this functionality. The first is the planner. So if you click on the 2020 planner, you'll see there's an at a glance page that allows you to kind of plan out your focus for the year. So you can say, okay, for January, I'm really focused on, buying a new car. I just made this up. Opening my boutique. So just at a glance, you can kind of map out your year and say, okay, these are all the different things that I'm interested in doing for
the year. So I really like this page, and I've done that for myself in my real planner, but I'm not going to show you all that because there's like a lot of private stuff in there. But in addition to this, this main page, then you can go inside of each individual month page and set your weekly goals. So I have a weekly goal template that you can, duplicate each week that allows you to keep track of your goals. So and I just have these categories. You're welcome to change them because these are the categories that I, keep track of my goals in my life. But your personal goal, your main overarching goal, you'd write it here. And if there's 3 like sub goals related to that goal, you'd write them there. And then you keep track of, okay, this week, this is the goal that I'm working on. And then you kind of journal each day, how did it go? So it's just a little bullet point. So Monday, did you do a good job? Tuesday, did you do a good job? Wednesday, did you do a good job? So that's what the weekly goal template is. And so over time, in each of these monthly pages, you will see like your progress over the years. So for those of you who are asking, so Notion is free. They do have a limit in terms of the amount of like data that you can put in here. Obviously I have a ton of data in here. So and I have a team. I'm well beyond the free version. So I do the paid version. Now the paid version for a solo person is only $4 a month, which is $4 a month. That's like cheaper than Netflix. If you have a team, then it depends on how many people. I think it's like $4 per person or something. I don't know. I got to look at it. So, you could be paying $10 or $15 a month if you have like staff that you want to put on here. But if you really geek out on it like me and you just want to use the paid version, it's only $4 a month. So, I think that's pretty cool. So that is the planner page. So now let's go back to our main, notebook. Okay. So we went over our planner. Now let's check out notes. Now, really love this. So, it's kind of like a gallery view. You just click new and just type in a note, title of my note. And you can put in whatever notes you want here. You can embed YouTube videos. Like if I wanted to copy the link, where is this? Okay. To this video, and it would just embed the video. So you can watch it from inside of your note, so it's pretty slick. But I have it set up, with my templates where I can tag it based on, again, these life areas. And you'll see why this is important in just a second. So maybe this is a personal thing. Also, I like to kind of check if it's a journal entry because I use this as both my like just dumping my brain and kind of like taking notes, maybe book notes or whatever. But I also journal in here. I do a lot of Bible study, so I have spaces in here where I can, if this is like a Bible study thing note, I can put the Bible reference. If this is something based on something I've seen on the internet, I can put the link here. If I'm just kind of like journaling, I can check this and, it's a journal. If it's a favorite and something that I want quick access to, I can check it and see that it's a favorite. And so the cool thing about this is once you kind of build up your notes, then you can view them in different ways. You can say, just show me my favorites, or just show me my journal entries. Or if you want it, you could say, just show me, whatever you create. It's super flexible. So I really love this notes. But it'll show up in your personal pages, which we'll go over in a second, which is really cool. So after a notebook, then we go into the meal planner. This is a G. Okay, so I kind of tricked this out. This is actually based on a meal planner that Notion has, like the company Notion has, but I tricked it out because I wanted even more. So how this works in the meal planner, so let's go ahead and open this up and then open the meal planner. Inside of the meal planner, there's 3 different templates. So the first template is your meals. So I like to search for meals and save it here, right? So let's say we go to Pinterest, like we do, and look up a recipe. And let's say I want, I was looking up this. Healthy dessert apple recipes. Great. This looks tasty. Okay, so I check this out. I go to the website. I'm like, yo, this is delicious. I want it. So for a lot of these recipes, I want to find like the print version, if they have it. Yeah, print. Okay. And then I'm going to add this to my Notion. And Notion is going to ask me, where do you want to save this? Oh, I want to save this in my meals. So I'm actually going to save this in the sample meals that we're going over. There it is. I'm going to save it. Great. Okay. You'll see that it has shown up at the very bottom. And so I can take a look at this. Oh, should have got me all the stuff. Normally it'll pull in all the data. I don't know why I didn't do that, but whoops. Okay. So we're just going to paste that in here. Okay, so, I'm going to glance through all this. Okay, what do I need? And then I'm just going to, enter in recipes or ingredients. Now, I already have a list of ingredients that I already created that, comes with the templates, but maybe you add more. Like you can say, I'm going to add oat flour. That's something that's not on my list. So create a new page, oat flour and ingredients. Yep, that's brand new. Maybe we need maple syrup. Oh, that's already in there, maple syrup. So, we add the ingredients, apples, obviously. And you'll notice that as you add the ingredients, you're going to say hi, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, because these things aren't hiding anything. That probably wasn't a good example. Let's say I'm going to add kale to this. I would never add kale to this dessert, but just so you guys see it. Okay, adding. Okay, you'll see that it will pull the nutrients that are associated with these individual ingredients, right? So, and this, again, why Notion is so slick and why paper, I'm like over it. I need this functionality, this kind of like, this is almost like a pivot table in Excel, this is like really jazzy. So you put in your ingredients and it will pull in the, the vitamins and nutrients associated with that ingredient. Now, where is it getting that from? It's getting that from my ingredient list. So over time, as I add recipes, I add ingredients, and I personally research. So this is like all of my work, right? So, don't sign up for Notion to be like, oh yeah, it's going to come with this. No, it's not going to come with this. I did this. Let's take this filter off. But yeah, over the course of the weekend, because I was really like, I want to make sure my son is getting enough calcium, and I'm getting enough fiber. And, I was just focused on ingredients that I knew was important for my husband, my son, myself. I wanted to make sure I was getting folate and vitamin C and all these different things. I started researching what what ingredients were high in these various things. And you'll even see here, Notion will tell you what meals are associated with this individual ingredient. So now when I plan my meals, so for meal planning, after I add in all the meals, I can then set, when am I going to have this meal? So maybe these apple crisp that we put here, I want to have this on Sunday. And it's going to show up in my meal planner on Sunday. And I'm going to set this, I guess I could put let's make a new one that says dessert. We'll create that. I'm going to change the color to orange. Okay, I'm going to set that as a dessert, and I'm going to tag this as healthy and a treat. Great. Okay, so now when I look at my this week plan, it shows me Monday, these are all the meals you're eating Monday. Tuesday, these are all the meals you're eating Tuesday. Wednesday, and this is my real meal plan, even though we had black eyed peas for yesterday for New Year's. I'm going to have some for lunch. But you'll notice on Sunday, guess what shows up? Hey, that gluten-free apple crisp. And it shows me all the ingredients associated with all of these meals for this day. And this at a glance lets me know, just to make sure I'm planning right. Okay, we got a snack, a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner on Monday. Sweet. On Tuesday, I only got 2 side dishes and a dinner. I need to get a lunch in there. I only got dinner planned for Wednesday. So at a glance, I can see like what still needs to be done. And when I'm at the grocery store, I just open this up on my phone and I just make sure that I'm getting all of these different ingredients. And I love it because when I'm planning my meals, again, I plan it around the nutrients. So, I'll at a glance notice if I don't see iron maybe. Like this meal doesn't have a lot of iron in it. So I might say, how can I make this have more iron? I'm going to add some blackstrap molasses to this because I know blackstrap molasses has iron in it. And voila, iron shows up as one of my nutrients now. So this helps me have a balanced diet, which just as a side note, I've noticed has done wonders. Not only for how I feel, I'm not as like tired and sleepy at night. I have more energy, which I need to kind of stay up after I put the baby down. But it's helped me like losing weight even. Not that I need to lose weight, but I just am because I'm not eating as much food because I'm getting all of my nutrients. So anyway, that is the meal planner. And then the last section in the notebook is web clippings. And this is just when you find cool stuff on the internet. I showed you with on Pinterest. When you see an article, you just select Notion and you tell it where you want it to go. So in this case, I would say web clippings. And I'm going to select. I'm going to save the page. And voila, it shows up in your web clippings. And if there's a photo, it will associate it with the article. It will automatically pull in the photo. And, you can organize this and tag. All right. So that's notebook, right? So we go back to our main page. So we've gone over a master to-do list. We've gone over a notebook. Now let's take a look at projects. Now, projects are I talked about this earlier, projects that you're working on. So again, watch the video. Didn't I post the video? Watch this video because I explain this in detail, but everything you want to achieve is not a goal. Some of them are projects and some of them are habits, and it's important to know the difference. Once you determine what your projects are, then you want to set them up on this project board. So the first thing you do is you go to the type view and you set your categories. So let's say I am working on a project where I want to write a book. So my first category might be related to, book design. And maybe my second category might be related to marketing. And maybe my third category might be, I don't know, I haven't written a book yet. Book design, marketing, maybe my launch party, which I guess could fall under marketing, but whatever, you get the idea. So you set all the categories related to your project, and then you just bang out the task. So maybe one task is find a graphic designer. So I would say, find a graphic designer. You guys are too cute. Too sweet. Okay, so once you set all your tasks, then you can view it from a status view. And you can see what haven't you started yet, what's up next, what are you currently working on, what are you waiting on, and then what's done. And it's like a game. The game is to move all the cards from not started to done. And these are your obstacles in the way. You doing it, and maybe you have to wait on something. Maybe the graphic designer needs to get back to you or something like that. So yeah, you'll just want to create as many projects as necessary for your goals, and you can just duplicate these. So if you have a new project, you just click these little three dots and click duplicate, and voila, you have another project board, and you can create your new project on it. So I'm going to go back to type and change all that stuff that I changed. What would we say? That was category 1, because these templates are still actively in use. People are purchasing them, and I want to make sure. All right, category 2, and this is category 3. So you get the idea. So that's pretty simple for projects. And then the last and possibly most powerful portion of this is the personal. This template right here is the reason I'm on Notion and not anything else, and why I keep talking about it, and why I keep doing these stories. And I know y'all are like, are they paying you? They're not, but they need to be. So if you guys know the executives at Notion, hit them up and be like, yo, there's this chick, she is promoting the heck out of y'all. Personal. The personal category is so amazing. It's really powerful when you open it here on the side. And it's sections for each area of your individual life. So each section then pulls in the relevant habits, the relevant to-dos, the relevant notes, and if you have some, the relevant projects that are related to that area of your life. So let's look at the family section, right? When you come to the family section, it will only show you habits related to your family. It will only show you to-dos related to your to-dos. It will only show you notes related to your notes. And it's even organized by all your notes, your favorite notes, and your journal notes related to family. So you see here, there's that sample family related note. Notice that's the only note that's showing up, not all the other ones on this page. And so I think maybe it's more powerful if I show you my actual one. I got to figure out what I want to show y'all because I ain't trying to show you everything. Let's take a look at my personal. What's what I got going on? So you guys know I'm like about being that girl. Listen to the podcast if you missed it. But it's like staying on top of my grooming and stuff. So I should probably put some habits here. I don't have any habits or to-dos related to that. But I have tons of notes, like clothing brands that I really like are in here. Taking care of myself, different notes like that. Maybe health and fitness is a good one too. Okay. All the habits just related to my health and fitness, blot out. All the to-dos related to my health and fitness show up here. I don't have any. And then, notes related to that. Let's see. So, you get the point. I have some even for my husband and my son, for my spiritual life. So all of like my Bible study notes show up here. My God-related habits, God-related to-dos. So it gets really powerful because you can just drill down on what you're focused on for that. So that's how the personal templates work. And so, yeah, this is how all the templates work. So if you're interested in this, like I said, I offered this previously just to people who bought something from me for Black Friday. But if you want to purchase this, it's on sale right now for just $20.20 for 2020, guys. Can you believe it? So $20.20. So I guess I should have put the link together. Let's see. How do you get the templates? I forget the link. I don't know. I'll make a link. I will put this at CourtneyLSanders.com/templates. So I'll make that really quick. More than one method. Okay. And when you go to CourtneyLSanders.com, oh no, /templates. Goodness. Now we got to find it. Hold on, because I know I created a link for this. Let me go to my pretty links. No, I didn't. Let's go to my products and find it. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to send you this link. I'm going to make a link for this. All right. So just do CourtneyLSanders.com/templates. That's going to be the link. And if somebody wants to put that in the chat, that would be super helpful. CourtneyLSanders.com. I guess I should have thought about that. I was legitimately like, I'm just going to record this for people who already purchased this. So give me a second after the live is over, and then I will make sure that link goes here. But if you go on my shop page, you can see this. And if you use coupon code New Year, then you can get this for just $20.20. So, it explains it, but you're just going to want to add this to your cart. Do this in an incognito window. Okay. And then here where it says apply code, just type in New Year and click apply code. And you'll see it'll be discounted to just $20.20. So that's it. Let me go ahead and make that link for y'all right now because I know some of you guys want to get it. It's only going to be on sale until this Sunday, and then it's at the regular price because I think it's definitely worth the regular price considering how much more powerful it is than, a regular paper planner. So there you go. If you go to CourtneyLSanders.com/templates, oh no. Templates, let me finish typing it. CourtneyLSanders.com/templates. It'll take you here. Use coupon code New Year all together, no spaces, and you can get these templates. So I'm excited. Who's ready to geek out with this digital planner, right? Let me know. Let's see. Is there a section that shows all the to-dos on one page? Yes, that was at the beginning that I went over. That's what this master to-do list is. See? Your habits, your duties, your to-dos, everything related to your projects. That's literally the reason I signed up for Notion. So, yeah. All right, cool. So I'm going to end this and save this recording and put it in the members area for people who purchase this so that they can reference it. And, if you grab it, hit me up if you have any questions on how to hack this. Also, once you purchase this, you'll be on my list for people who bought Notion. I'm sending out a link today for people who want to do group coaching with me. So you guys know I rarely do coaching, but for the month of January, starting this coming Monday, January 6th, I'm doing 4 weekly group coaching calls, helping some people directly set up their planner, because if you have a business, you might have some specific things. Like for me, my brand deals, my speaking leads. So I didn't want to make templates for all of this because it's really dependent on your business. So specifically, if you're a business person and you want to use this, you might be interested in signing up for my group coaching, because not only will I help you get this set up, but we'll be going over, what this looks like for your life and just having some accountability to make sure you get the year started off on the good foot and that this isn't, another thing you sign up for.